I'm back with some trade talking, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Superman and the authorities. Now, the main reason I want to talk about this trade is solely for the fact that this is actually the team that Superman is bringing into Warworld. Now, I do want to mention there's only a little similarity to the original Authority team that came from Wildstorm. The only members that cross over from this team is really just Apollo and Midnighter. Now, I know most of you are like, wait, but Superman should be strong enough to go to Warworld by himself. You're normally correct, but the problem here is that at this point in time, Superman's power is not as strong as it used to be, and also it's only getting weaker from here. And what makes it worse is the Justice League aren't even able to help him because of what happened in his solo series. So Superman thought maybe I should have my own team that shouldn't even have to worry about the government, then we can just go to Warworld. Now, going over the members, you have Midnighter, who's like Batman, but he was bioengineered to be a superhuman. And on top of that, his mind can pretty much predict what can happen next, especially when it comes to a battle. He's actually pretty smart in ways a tactician and strategist. You have Enchantress. For those who don't know, she has magic, and the series actually does a good job in giving you some extra backstory on Enchantress, or at least give her like a good arc in this. Above her is Manchester Black, and he is one of the most powerful telepaths and telekinetic users on Earth. Now, Manchester was actually part of Superman's rogue gallery, but Superman was actually able to convince him, or at least trying to throughout the series. Then you have Apollo, which his power is like Superman's, but his is more solar based, and I mean that in a way that is like he can release energy, but he needs to absorb solar rays for it to happen, and he actually needs to be in the sun a little bit longer than Superman. Then you have Natasha Honors, aka Steel, and she actually has an exoskeleton suit, or basically armor, somewhat like Iron Man and such, but she's also the niece of the original Steel, John Henry Irons. Now, this character here is Omac. Omac has an exoskeleton that increases their physical attributes, making them super stronger, able to jump higher, and more durable. Now, this character right here is Light Ray. Light Ray has light-based powers, but she mainly uses it to increase her speed, making her seem like a speedster. Omac and Light Ray are not from the original universe, as they're from the Tangent universe. In the Tangent universe, it's more like newer characters, but use the same name as the original universe. Now, the best example I can use is the Superman of this universe goes by Superman, but his real name is Harvey Dent. All in all, I think if you want to read Warworld, you should definitely read this, especially to know about the people that are with Superman, or at least that are in the Authority. I would say the only downside to this is that everybody don't really get a chance to shine, but there are some good fight scenes and some good villains that appear. Personally, I felt like they were trying to have another Batman the Outsider, but just Superman the Authorities, and I think they were trying to test to see if this would work. I don't think it did because we haven't heard nothing back from this team after Warworld, but it is what it is. So the trade only has like 4 issues in it, so it shouldn't take that long to read. And it is on the DC online app, so you don't really have to get it physically. But I do recommend reading it, especially if you want to know about the team that's going with Superman. And that's all I got for this video. Thank you for watching.